Hello everyone, welcome back to more Dungeon Keeper 2. Seriously, this game is so fun. Beyond the campaign mode, there is what is called the My Pet Dungeon. And I'm not going to do that immediately, but the point of this is sandbox. You get the ability to just do whatever you want. You don't even have, like, enemies to fight unless you choose to. And your main objective is just to reach a certain score, do certain things, and inevitably, complete the levels. There are 7 of these. There's Liberty, Discovery, Bottleneck, Recruits, Furnace, and Masterpiece. But under Other, there is an extra My Pet Dungeon called Torment. I mean, it is what it is. I don't think I've ever actually played it. But this all came out in the 1.7 version, which you can't see because it's covered up by me, apparently. But there is a level editor, and it allows you to make levels, basically. That includes, but is not limited to, My Pet Dungeon stuff. On top of that, there is skirmishes. And there are maps. Let me tell you, there are maps. There are a number of maps. You've got Bottleneck, you've got Caverns, you've got Circlet, Clover, Frosty's Castle, Lair, Realm, Furnace. And yeah, some of these are also named... Oh, Alcatraz. I missed that one. Some of these are also named after the My Pet Dungeons, but are not part of the My Pet Dungeons. So, Gonzalez, Hero Cove, Hopping, King of the Hill, No Man's Land, Olympia, Onslaught, Patrol, Pressure, Siege, Small, Spiral, Swiss Cheese, my all-time favorite level, Deep End, The Pass, Trap Time, U-Turn, and Warrens. I used to cheese the crap out of the Deep End all the time. You can't do it now, but it used to be that when you went into the game settings here, you could set whether items were available at the start, not available, or research. I would go in and set it so that you would have to research. I would give myself, like, the first 5 or so rooms here, and then I would set all the rest to research. From there, all of the spells were set were set to research. Traps, doors, everything. The computer did not know what to do about that. It could never build a library large enough because the computer was only set up to research spells. And so it would only build big enough to get the spells. After spells, then you do rooms, then you do doors, then you do traps. That was how it used to work. So I would just freaking destroy the computer by making it so that you had to research all the spells. And then, because the computer then would never have enough to research the rooms, they would never get the stone bridge. Without the stone bridge, they can't cross the lava. If they can't cross the lava, they can never get to you unless you build across. Basically, I could build a huge freaking dungeon with everything, and the computer is too dumb to be able to get to me. And also, the computer was dumb enough that it didn't understand the infinite gold that is available on the level. And so it would mine all of the gold, and then it would never mine what's called a gem seam, which gives you infinite gold. And so he would just eventually run out of money, and then all of his minions would revolt, and they would leave the dungeon. And so all of his minions were always level 1 by the time I attacked. Meanwhile, I'm walking in with an army of level 8 guys. It was hilarious, and I loved doing it. Unfortunately, they have made it so that you can't do that anymore. It's very disappointing. What I usually do is when I do deep end, I'll remove the stone bridge. That way they can't build over to me. Because you can build with a wooden bridge, it's just temporary. And so, by doing that, I would basically just eventually force him to stop trying to come over to me, because he would run out of money, and then he would be screwed. So, but anyway, let's continue the campaign.
Shady Grove.
We are in Shady Grove.
Your next adversary, Lord Ludwig, is currently patrolling his keep, considering himself and all of his subjects safe in this land. Known as a cowardly wretch, he has always relied on others to do his fighting for him. This is one battle he will not avoid. Lord Ludwig knows your intentions, Evil Keeper. But mark, he cowers in his castle, locked away behind what he supposes is the safety of the drawbridge now destroyed by his own hand. From here he has entrusted your destruction to his goodly warriors, whom he feels are more than equal to the task. For our part, we must know that they and he will perish, slain by forces under your command.
All right. Portal is up here. We've got a little bit of land around us. We have no new rooms, but we have one new spell. And we're going to literally need to research that spell. So what we will do is we are going to mine out a 5x3 over here. Going to mine out a 5x3 over here. And we will mine out a 5x3 over here. That should be good. Should give me plenty of room to get some gold. Okay, I've got stone wall over on this side, so I can't break this. I don't want to dig this way. Can I dig this way? Yeah, it looks like I can dig fine in this direction, so. Portal's up there. So here's what we will do. We will create him. Just a couple. So we have 6. Eventually, we are going to get to the point where we are wanting to have 20 or more imps. Just in general. It can get a little ridiculous later on in the game. So, I like to keep lots of imps myself.
You need a treasury to store gold.
I am aware of this, and have already created one. In fact, let's just make this 5x5 for the treasury. And now we've got these guys digging up here. Yeah, it looks like we've got some space on both sides. 3. Yeah, that should be fine. Do a little bit of that. Build ourselves a nice big treasury over here. Still do not have create imp available. Need 4,500. Every time we create imp, the amount of mana required to cast it again goes up. It does serve as sort of a hard limit, because there will be a point where you basically can't cast this anymore, even if your mana is completely maxed out. Technically, though, the hard limit is when you have so many imps that your mana regeneration is below your mana consumption. So, at that point, there's just nothing you can do. So let's go ahead and just finish expanding that out to a 5x3. Whoops. Glad I noticed that before they finished reinforcing that. Treasury. This was not what I had in mind in the slightest, but it will work. Yeah. This should work out fine. Let's do this. We'll build a workshop up here. And we'll do that. And we'll build a library up there. 6,000 mana. Now it's 7,500. So yeah, I think it goes up by 1,500 every time, but it might go higher at a certain point. I guess I've never really paid that much attention. 9,000. Maximum mana in the game is 200,000. Once you hit that, you just can't go any higher. 1, 2, 3, 4. I thought I made it 5. 5x5. But nope, I only made it 4x5. That's weird. It's fine. We'll fix it. This is gonna be my workshop. So I definitely want those extras up there. And they'll start claiming and mining and whatnot, or the claiming and reinforcing, as basically just as soon as they're done mining everything. Because then they'll just have nothing left to do. So. Imps prioritize digging over anything else. But once their digging has been done, then they prioritize claiming. Unless, like, you put an imp down near a place where there is no land, like, claimable land. Or rather, where, like, at the edge of your domain, and, like, you can claim more land. At that point, the imp will be like, oh, I can go claim this stuff, and they'll, like, stop and do that as well. But usually they try to dig everything first. Once they've done the digging and the claiming, then when they have nothing else to do, they will turn around and reinforce. Because technically, while they're reinforcing, they're considered to be idle, meaning they're not doing anything. So, there appears to be something up there.
A new species of creature has entered your dungeon.
We have a troll! That's just how he says it, and I love that. He says troll. So, here, let's give the troll something to do by creating... We'll do 3 sentry traps all around the portal. If I put one down here, it'll shoot and hit this sentry trap, and it'll damage it. We don't want that. And we'll even put a door there to kind of help block off other any invaders. I think this is probably the guard room that I have to capture. So, but I'll do that in a moment. Actually, we have more than enough gold. Or we have more than enough space for gold, rather, is what I meant to say. We have more than enough space for more gold. So, I can summon up to 5 warlocks for this level. You can see that we are already starting to research our next spell, which is great. Yay! Guard room.
Click on creatures' numbers once or more to carry them, then drop them where you will, just as before. Observe also the symbols which lie beside. Use these to gauge your beast's activities, the number which now fight or work, and whether they remain good-humored.
It's playing cutscene.
Drop your creatures here to keep them lively and alert, thence ready for the fight. The flashing area which surrounds it marks the zone where any brush with trouble by your creatures will give cause for them to dash back and report, so reinforcements can be found. Make sure there's adequate provision for your minions' needs nearby, for though they are on guard, they still require their creature comforts, and it's wise to minimize the time they stray from duty.
So there's these little areas to each side where you're supposed to build a lair and a hatchery. And these are meant specifically for the dark elves that you're going to get here in a moment.
A sentry trap has been created in your workshop.
As you can see, there is a wooden door up here, but it is locked. If only they had locked the door to the previous level.
The Dark Elf.
In the previous keeps.
Their sniping skills as sharp as bolted arrows which she shoots. She serves you well in line behind your fighters, and excels in duty as a guard. A wooden door has been created in your workshop.
Like, literally all they had to do was lock the gates in the previous level, and I wouldn't have been able to do what I did.
Warlock has become unhappy because he has no lair.
Because he's an idiot. He went to do research before even creating his own freaking lair.
A new spell has been researched.
Here we go.
Possession. spell. Cast on a given creature places you within its soul, your eyes behind its eyes, and makes its movement fully under your control. A warlock has become unhappy because he has no lair.
Is this not the warlock that I threw in here to give him a lair? What the frick ever, dude. So, possession is a really nice spell. And go ahead and cast it on one of my imps here. And you'll see that we go into this, 3D view. And the nice thing about this is, while using possession,
you possess your creatures admirably. I see you're adept at this new skill. So, time to try another. Grouping. It enables you to band a number of your beasts together in a group. To do it, first possess a creature, then select the group key. Then look through the creature's eyes which you possess. And then, when you spy another, left-click upon the mouse. All creatures thusly grouped will follow you wherever you may go.
I'm not going to bother with that right now, but as you can see, I now explored all of this stuff. And we can see that there's a bunch of stuff over here. Then there's something right here. And something right here. Because this is where our dude bro is. Well, actually, I think he's further back. But, this is where you're supposed to go to get to the villain. But there appears to be more beyond. So, here's what we'll do. We'll dig out all of this gold. We'll dig out all of this gold. Oh no, it's a dwarf! I mean, what did they expect? Another dwarf? But really, though, I mean, what did they expect to have happen? You know? This block and this block, and we'll even mine out this block. All need to be dug out. And it looks like there might be something over here to dig out. Possibly even something over this way. But we'll let the imps do their thing for now. Meanwhile, I am going to place a couple of sentry traps over here. Got 2 dark elves, 2 trolls, a firefly, and 3 warlocks. Now, the issue with dark elves is that they like to guard. That wouldn't normally be a problem if it didn't also mean that they do absolutely no training ever. And all of their stuff that makes them a good unit doesn't come until level 4. It's a pain. So there's 2 ways around this. One is to pick the Dark Elves up, throw them into the training room, let them train a little bit, and then annoyingly keep that up that process. Another option is to sit here and let them constantly kill these heroes that are going to be showing up regularly. However, there is another option even beyond that, and you'll see what it is once these 3 doors have been made.
A wooden door has
Meow.
been created in your workshop.
Meow. Meow. I do hear you, kitty. But I can't help you. Uh-oh. Here come more guys. So, these are the hero gates. And hero gates do exactly what it sounds like. They are gates that summon heroes. And heroes will, in fact, constantly pour through those hero gates. Until such a time as I win the level, basically. There are ways to disable hero gates, but I can't do that on this level.
It is payday.
Got him. Oh dear. But one of the dark elves just went unconscious as well. Luckily, my imps can come to the rescue. Also, it's payday, so, you know, everybody's got to go freaking get paid for their stuff. Before you do that, let's make sure that there's nothing back here. There's this weird, like, 3 squares. Oh, nope, there's literally nothing there. Oh well, it's fine. Sometimes there's secrets, sometimes there isn't. There might be secrets this way, though. What is this? Where did this come from? Is this from the dwarves?
A new species of creature has entered your dungeon.
Dungeon has been breached.
breached.
Uh-oh. That's right. They come from this side. I forgot about this. They come from this side at some point.
Item.
Ooh, I discovered a magical item apparently. Whoa. Well, that's annoying. Because now that just leaves this open. So I can't do what I was gonna do.
Your creatures have been blessed with experience.
Because what I was gonna do was I was gonna lock all 3 of these doors, thus preventing the dark elves from being able to leave.
You have claimed the guard room.
But that didn't happen because those guys showed up and dug through right into the wall. And unlike War for the Overworld, this game does not have freaking like replacement earth. You cannot build a wall back up once it has been dug, which seems like a really major oversight. Like, that seems like an obvious, like, hey, we need this thing. But it's not. It's not in here. And it's super annoying that it's not in here. I'm just gonna go ahead and knock these walls down. There's no point in having them at this point. That said, I could technically still lock them in here. Because even though the workshop is here, there isn't anything else. And they can't get around, like, to any other part of the dungeon, so... And there's the hero gate. Right there.
Your dungeon has been breached.
And it just got breached from the other side. Because there's another one over there, isn't there?
Your dungeon heart is under attack. Your Thunderbolt
Yepers.
spell has been upgraded.
Get Shrek'd. Hey! My dungeon heart has already healed up from the tiny bit of damage that it took, so that's great. Bone meal. This firefly's name is Bone Meal. So, fireflies are nice for, you know, flying around and exploring. But, as you can see...
Your creatures are pleased with your dungeon's
they're
efficiency.
nigh impossible to actually see through.
You have claimed a guard room.
Yay, another guard room. So yeah, there was a magic item here. I've already gotten it and used it. I don't think there's anything else. I mean, this kind of looks like something, but I know that that's not actually anything. It just kind of looks like there's something there due to the way the fog of war is. So, it's like up here. It kind of looks like there might be something, but I'm pretty sure this is all just fog of war, making it look weird. So, I mean, there might be something in here, but I doubt it. We'll do a little digging and see if there is or not. We have way too many dark elves. It's just too many dang dark elves, man. Imps normally don't fight. But if you drop them next to doors, they will actually start attacking them. We'll go ahead and have this firefly help out too. Because there's a portal back there. Warlocks. Give me that! Give me that! Run, troll, run! There we go.
I see you have discovered a magical item.
Stop running, Mr. Warlock! can't be helped if you're running. There we go. Bang! Cool. We discovered a magical item back here, though. So that's cool.
You've taken over an enemy portal.
Yay!
Rejoice! A second portal is now claimed. Prepare, as from it 5 more creatures may be drawn forth to your dungeon.
Yay! More creatures to join my dungeon! More minions! Don't think there's anything back there, but I'm gonna mine it anyway.
I see you have discovered a magical item.
Ooh. What did I find? Ooh! Receive imps!
Blessed with extra imps. Your library does not have enough storage.
What do you mean my library doesn't have enough storage? Oh, because I have the freaking increased level. Right. Right. Magical artifacts count as freaking storage. Let's expand the library. I'm getting way too many dark elves here. Got 9 of them now. It's all I'm getting. I need warlocks and goblins. Like, this is ridiculous. You never know where a secret might be found. As for this, I'm actually going to go ahead and mine out all of these walls here, because I don't need any of these walls. It's literally surrounded in solid stone, so literally nothing can mine through it. And I can build a larger treasury that way. I would mine out this line as well, except for this one square right here. Yeah. I know my library does not have enough storage. I'm working on it. Oh, yeah, no, this just looks like it's all empty stuff. Just nothing back here.
Your guard room is too small.
I mean, yes, but also no. Like I said, yes, but also no. It's not that it's too small, it's that you are giving me nothing but dark elves, which is not particularly helpful.
A dark elf has become unhappy because she has no lair.
I mean, is that my fault? That she didn't make a lair? Again. That doesn't seem like it's my problem.
Your portals have attracted as many creatures as they can. Your library does not have enough storage.
Oh, yeah. I know. I need to expand it more. I get it. Freaking, I have 11 Dark Elves. What the frick am I supposed to do with 11 Dark Elves? And really all I can do is hope that the elves that are up here guarding are in here, are the ones that have beds here. And the same over here. Like, there's no way for me to know if the dark elves that are guarding here are actually the ones who have a lair here. So it's kind of annoying. That's probably nothing, but I'm gonna dig up that way anyway. Just to ensure that there's nothing there. And also, as you can see,
Created in your workshop.
that one weird, like, block that looks like maybe there was something there. It's not. There's nothing there. So there's that. Yeah. I'm just kinda going on with this. Letting these guys do their thing. It would be great if I could have gotten something more than Dark Elves, but I guess I've just got 11 Dark Elves.
Your possession spell has been upgraded.
Thanks.
There is nothing left to research.
Level 2 possession does literally nothing. But thanks. So, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna lock this door. And this door. And this door. We're gonna grab all 11 Dark Elves and we're gonna throw them in here.
Your creatures are unable to get to a lair.
Yeah, I'm aware. This warlock needs to go. These trolls, while good, need to go. It's the Dark Elves that I want to train. If the game's gonna give me 11 Dark Elves, I'm gonna train the Dark Elves. Oh, you're done training? Alright, since you're done training, I'm going to throw you over here. And there's a reason for this. If I throw them over here, and they don't have a lair, they'll make a lair. And then they will guard in that guard room. You're doing nothing? Go over here. Make a lair. There was nothing up there. Good. And what this kind of lets me do is, like, juggle my dark elves around. And ensure that they all get what they need and are where they need to be. Once they hit level 4, then I send them off to a lair. If they don't have a lair there, then they make a lair. If they did have a lair there, then they move on. Ultimately, though, the big thing that we're going to do is we're going to take all 11 of these Dark Elves, and we're going to storm that dude's freaking keep. But we got to get them leveled up enough to do that. Because they're locked in here and can't leave, they will train endlessly.
Has become unhappy because she has no food.
Until they become unhappy. This one's unhappy because she has no food. Now she's level 4. Throw her up here. Throw you up here. Because she was unhappy because she had no food. Sulking.
It is payday. Your creatures are unable to get to a treasury.
And now we will unlock the doors.
A dark elf has become unhappy because she has no food.
Drop all the dark elves in here. They can pick up their gold and then immediately just move on to the hatchery. Whichever hatchery they want to move on to.
Your portals have attracted as many creatures as they can.
I mean, I have multiple after all.
A dark elf has become unhappy because she has no food. Keeper, you have something unpleasant under your fingernails.
I love the random dialogue, man. It's so funny. It's like, what does that even mean? Like, seriously, what does that even mean? Let's go ahead and lock these doors. Get these dude bros.
Your creatures are unable to get to a lair.
You know, get back to training. Some of them don't need to train, though. Oh, none of the warlocks need to train, actually. Neither does the goblin. Apparently, like, everybody has already trained except for these 2 trolls. Okay, never mind. We're not even gonna bother with the locking of the doors thing, then. If it's just these 2 trolls, none of that matters. I mean, it'd still be great if they could level up and train and such. It's just not as big of a deal to, like, push them to it. You're level 2. Come on in here. Come on, do the training. You're level 4, you're level 4, you're level 2. Come on and do the training. But yeah, I think we're pretty good on, like, training, honestly. Like, most of my monsters are pretty well leveled up at this point. So I'm gonna dig out to here. So there's one gold block. And then we're gonna do the same thing here. Out to one gold block. And we've got this nice big treasury over here for storing all the gold that we're about to get. Sadly, I cannot get to any of these squares to claim them because we don't have wooden bridges. Those don't come until after this level is over. But what we're going to do is we're going to utilize our troop of dark elves.
A firefly has become unhappy because it hasn't been paid.
As if that's my problem. Like, the gold's there. It's not my fault if you didn't go get paid. Like, I would understand if I didn't remember to pay them. But if they're the ones that aren't going and getting their paycheck, that's not my problem. Go ahead and just mine through those last couple of blocks. And once those are mined, there is... Oh, I guess this is... I guess there's still another block on this side. Couple of blocks, even. There it is. Now it's open. Now my imps will attempt to claim the land. And I think there's this gold seam here to block them from, like, going this way any further. But there's going to be stuff, like, over here. And then something similar to that over here. This could be, like, extra stuff, too. This looks like it's just ground, or just, you know, dirt.
Behold, Lord Ludwig's old decrepit servant Bob, who's left on guard alone. Disturb him, and he'll call his comrades. 'Twould be best if he stayed quiet. Possess a dark elf. Use her eyesight. Zoom your vision to the target. Once you have him, shoot and kill. Sure, that'll keep him quiet.
Hmm. Is this just all... Oh, there it is. To say, is this all, like, actual, just, like, dirt?
I see you have discovered a magical item.
But nope. Hey, that's a Dispel Fog of War. Heck yeah. That is super useful. Let's use that as soon as we can.
Your portals have attracted as many creatures as they can. The entire realm has been revealed to you.
Cool. What are these imps doing? Seriously. Are you trying to mine that wall from that side or something? No? I don't know what they were doing. But I know what I'm gonna have these guys do. Like, you have no reason to be over there. There's nothing on that side for you. You can't claim, you can't do anything. Whoops. That's alright. That was not a level 4 Dark Elf anyway.
Beware. Your enemies are now alerted. Prepare well your defenses, for your dungeon is about to be attacked.
Whoopsies. My imps alerted what's-his-face. Yep, they alerted Bob. Hi. See, this is... I hate... because the imps were running around up here for no reason, freaking Bob alerted everybody to me being here. Like, I didn't need that. In fact, I needed literally not that. There they go.
It is payday.
Don't worry about that. Just come on over here.
Your creatures have been blessed with experience.
Are they coming, or did the AI get stuck here?
Your creatures are happy with your dungeon.
Good. I'm happy with my dungeon too. Dead. Well, that's 2 of them down. Without me doing anything. Because they just are hanging out over here. They're not attacking at all. So I'll just slowly whittle them down with Thunderbolt over and over. I mean, it is a 6,000 mana spell. But, like, it's fine. Like, I'll just reduce them down to the 2 knights. There we go. That's it. It's just the 2 knights now. Here come the knights. My imps finally attracted them. Maybe. I mean, you know, just hang out, do nothing is fine. I don't mind the ability to regenerate some of my mana. You know, it's fine. Gonna grab all 11 Dark Elves here. And, R.I.P. the Knights. Ta-da! Might as well just go ahead and mine out these 2 gold seams. What are these freaking... Like, I really don't know what the imps are doing.
Because it hasn't been paid.
Didn't I literally pick you up and throw you into the treasury earlier to pay you?
Your portals have attracted as many creatures as they can.
Like, what the frick? I don't really want to drop them right next to the sentry trap, but I mean... They weren't going after the sentry trap, even though it was right there. This door will serve as a blocker, though, which is great.
A moat of stagnant water circles round Lord Ludwig's fort. Your imps will be unable to claim it on their own, so group your strongest forces in a band as one, and only then make bold attempt to reach the other side.
Cool. What are you... This firefly is attacking the sentry trap all on its own. I mean, it won somehow. So there's that. It's also unhappy because it has no food. So I'll fix that by throwing it into the hatchery. Go ahead and possess this goblin. We'll go ahead and grab this warlock along the way. We're going to make our way up here to the sentry trap. And I guess the warlock never caught up to us. So, there's that. You know, I was gonna have the warlock help in that fight, but, never mind. I guess we didn't need their help. Seriously. I keep hitting escape. It doesn't help at all. Alright. My plan is perfect. With this, we are ready. Gonna build 2 sentry traps over here, and you'll understand why in a moment. Actually, we'll build 3 sentry traps. 3 is a good number for sentry traps. Oh my gosh, it goes so fast because
A sentry
you
trap
have
has
level
been created
4
in your workshop.
freaking trolls working. Lord Ludwig thinks
It is
himself
payday.
proud. You know, with his impenetrable water, with the water around his dungeon. I should say, Lord Ludwig thinks his dungeon impenetrable with the water around it. But he fails to notice the minor kink in the armor of his keep. Ah! Bam! Sentry traps. It's like, I don't know where those guys came from. That doesn't make sense to me. I like that he came over just long enough to threaten the imp, and then he left. Whee! Boom.
Your portals have attracted
Bang,
as many creatures
bang.
as they can.
Bang! Ugh. Ugh. Guards down. Meanwhile, Lord Ludwig's like, what the frick is going on here? Roar! He's so dumb. I love him. He's so dumb. Look at this. Look at how dumb this guy is, man. Lord Ludwig thinks himself practically invincible. Meanwhile, here I am, just slowly taking over his freaking, you know, keep from the edge, from the sides.
You've taken over an enemy guard room.
Ah! What the freak? Where'd all these imps come from? I'm so confused. Let's get rid of Bob over here. I'm sure that would do us some good. Oh my god, my imps broke through the door. Now they're just continuing to siege. Look at this. Bang! Uh-oh. There's no walls to hide him anymore. He's too dumb to go after the sentry traps. He's just gonna keep going after the imps. Well, he's dead. Boom. I didn't even use my units. Remember that giant army that I was building up? I didn't even need them.
Game Giant.
Game Giant. Oh no. Also, was this episode all just literally one level? Okay, I just realized this episode was is already at the hour mark.
Another land corrupted to your cause.
Yep, that took an hour.
Your minions are as pleased as you are. Lord Ludwig seems an old and overweight foe. At his peak, he would have been a far greater challenge. Still, you took a gamble and appropriated another portal gem. Well done, Keeper.
Not bad. 5.68 though. And we did so much stuff that we got 3rd ranking in evil rank at level 4. That's awesome.
Elm Shadow. You face a strange quest this time, Keeper. You must not only conquer this land, you must also conquer fear. Lord Constantine has installed himself as master of all he surveys at Keep Fear, and protected himself with powerful traps. It is said that all who attempt to depose him turn back at their first attempt, their faces contorted with terror.
Elm Shadow. We'll do that next time. You know, considering the fact that that one level took an hour. I didn't mean for it to take an hour. I could have definitely done that way earlier, but oh well. It is what it is. Well, that's it for this episode. So I do hope you've enjoyed. If you're watching on YouTube, feel free to subscribe. This was, once again, a Patreon first pre-record. So if you want to go to Patreon and donate $3 or more, lets you view this a week early. Otherwise, you can come to twitch.tv/SereneInc to watch streams of anything I don't pre-record. And with that, I'll see you all next time. See you later.